tell you, I've always wanted my own talk show, maybe called Sherri. I don't know. Because I love to have fun. I love people feeling good. When I tell you the battles, people don't understand. When we are in power, the battles we gotta fight that you will never know about. Never. To keep a show on the air.
Wendy Williams has always stayed one step ahead of everyone in the game. Ever since Sherri Shepherd stepped into her daytime slot, Wendy has been quietly waiting to see it fall apart.
Reported y'all that things are finally looking up y'all for Wendy Williams, and they're saying if the signs are right, they're saying 2026 could be her biggest year yet. Now they say just one day, honey, after the news broke that her daytime replacement Sherri Shepherd is being canceled after 4 seasons, it's being reported y'all MTO has learned that producers are actively y'all working on a plan to bring Wendy Williams back y'all to television.
Wendy may have played nice while the cameras were rolling, but now that Sherri's show has officially been canceled, she's starting to reveal why she believes Sherri was never truly able to fill her shoes. But the real question everyone is asking right now is this: is Wendy preparing to take her spot back on daytime TV? Because if the rumors are true, her return might be closer than people think. All right, let's talk about Sherri Shepherd for a moment. Yes, Sherri Shepherd. By now, most of you have probably already heard that the Sherri show has been canceled, and for many fans, the announcement came completely out of nowhere. The show managed to run for 4 seasons, and even featured some major guests along the way, including Oprah, Michelle Obama, and 50 Cent. When it came to ratings, Sherri actually held her own, especially when compared to other daytime talk shows like Jennifer Hudson's. Things seemed to be going so well that Sherri herself was confident the show would be renewed for a 5th season. She was even hoping the network would lock in multiple seasons and finally secure her long-term place in daytime television. According to sources, she had already started making requests for changes she wanted to see on the show. One of those requests reportedly included a salary increase, along with reducing the amount of time she spent filming so she could focus more on other projects like acting and her stand-up comedy. So, when the show was suddenly canceled by Debmar Mercury, Sherri was reportedly caught completely off guard. The situation wasn't exactly a smooth or friendly ending either. When executives at Debmar Mercury finally confirmed the news, they explained that
this decision is driven by the evolving daytime television landscape and does not reflect on the strength of the show, its production, which has found strong creative momentum this season, or the incredibly talented Sherri Shepherd. We believe in this show and in Sherri and intend to explore alternatives for it on other platforms.
The show seemed to be performing well, so the decision to cancel it caught many people off guard. For viewers and fans, the announcement definitely came as a surprise. But according to Wendy Williams, she actually saw the whole thing coming long before it happened. Wendy believes the reason the Sherri show was picked up in the first place wasn't because the network saw huge potential in Sherri or the format of the show. Instead, they simply needed someone upbeat, friendly, and positive who could temporarily fill the gap that was left behind. The interesting part is that even before stepping into Wendy's time slot, Sherri had reportedly been pitching and shopping around for her own talk show for quite some time, but nothing had really worked out. Things started to change when Wendy's health issues became more serious. During that period, several guest hosts were brought in to keep the show running whenever Wendy was unable to appear. Sherri Shepherd ended up being one of those guest hosts, and her appearances received fairly positive reactions from viewers. Then, once Wendy was placed under a guardianship and it became clear she wouldn't be returning to daytime television anytime soon, the situation quickly shifted. Not long after that, the announcement came out that Sherri would be getting her own daytime talk show to take over Wendy's slot. And this is where things started to get a little controversial. Sherri actually announced her brand new talk show right there on the Wendy Williams show, and the network didn't exactly hide the fact that she was being positioned as Wendy's official replacement.
Starting in September, I am debuting my own talk show, Sherri! am so excited because I am going to be joining the Debmar Mercury family. That is the company that produces this show and several others that you love.
She was even given the exact same 10 a.m. time slot. And to make things even more shocking, Wendy's social media accounts on Instagram and Twitter were simply renamed and handed over to Sherri, along with all of Wendy's followers. Yes, that actually happened. The craziest part is that when Sherri's show officially launched, it was pretty clear the network was trying to recreate the magic that Wendy had built with her brand. The entrances felt almost identical, many of the segments looked very familiar, and the overall vibe of the show was strikingly similar. It was basically like watching the Wendy Williams show all over again, just without the iconic purple chair, and of course without Wendy's famous "How you doing?" catchphrase. So it's really no surprise that Wendy wasn't exactly happy about the situation. In fact, she was reportedly more upset than anything else. Before her health issues began, Wendy had rarely taken time off. She was known for showing up consistently, always being on time, and fully committing to the show she helped build. After years of dedication, being replaced in that way clearly didn't sit well with her. And as if things weren't already messy enough, the tension between them only seemed to grow when Sherri made a comment suggesting that Wendy should simply stay home and focus on being taken care of if her health was that serious.
Well, so there's just a lot going on in Wendy's life that this is where you need your friends, where you need your family, you need people who love you. So all I can do over here is pray.
According to Wendy, Sherri was the one who created tension between them in the first place. Wendy claims that even when she tried to sit down and talk things out, Sherri still managed to twist the situation and suggest that Wendy was somehow jealous of her success. Now that Sherri's show has been canceled so suddenly, Wendy reportedly sees it as karma for the way things played out when she was pushed aside. And if Sherri is hoping the network might eventually bring the show back, Wendy seems to believe that's very unlikely. The reality is, Sherri didn't need to copy everything Wendy did. The real goal of any daytime host is to give viewers a reason to tune in every single day, to see what the host will say, what stories they'll cover, and what kind of moments might happen on the show. Unfortunately, many people felt that the show never fully captured that kind of excitement. Celebrity news and gossip can be found almost anywhere these days, but what made Wendy stand out was her unique ability to deliver it in a bold and entertaining way. That's exactly why so many viewers kept coming back to watch her. She had a style that felt unpredictable and unapologetically honest, and that kind of presence is hard to replace. Sherri's show reportedly wasn't losing money for the network, but it also wasn't generating the kind of massive buzz and profits that executives had become used to during Wendy's run. Producers were hoping for someone who could be outspoken and fearless on air, but Sherri was known for playing things a little safer. Sources close to Wendy say they never truly believed anyone could step into her role and recreate what she built over the years. And if the rumors circulating in the industry are true, some producers might already be thinking about giving Wendy a chance to reclaim her place on daytime television.
My goal right now, and the priority is to get her back home. Wherever home is, not there. Where she can come go as she pleases.
Right here in New York, where I'm working, and you know what kind of stuff I want to do. As a matter of fact, we just met somebody very familiar with. Well,
she wants to get back to work, and she should get back to work.
Right.
People love her.
Miss you.
I get more calls in support of her than I've ever had for any.